Hey, how y'all doing today? I'm good. I'm good. I guess we'll start with whoever wants to go first. Okay, okay. I was ready. I was ready.
All right. First question will be Chris on the front row to your left.
Hey KJ,
How you doing?
what was it about this place the first time you visited where kind of you knew it was home, and then you obviously stuck with it through the whole process?
Right. So basically, um, Coach Odell, Coach Norvell, they're like, just get on campus. I bet you'll love the place. And I was like, I don't know at first, cause like, as you all know, I'm from North Carolina, so like that's like far away. And then like, as soon as I got here, on March 5th, I want to say, March 4th or 5th. I just love the place. I love the people of Tallahassee. Um, just the whole environment itself just like it set the bar really high and it exceeded my expectations. So
All right. Next question will be Ira, second row on your right.
And like when you committed, that was one thing, but then it just seemed like a lot of people were thinking these North Carolina schools aren't going to let you leave. Like,
right.
how difficult was that process?
I mean, it was definitely difficult. I mean, NC State was like 45 minutes away. Like so, like they all the schools from North Carolina, like they super recruited me hard, which I expected, knowing because like I was a big prospect. But just knowing that where I wanted to be was what was right for me, and just knowing that Florida State felt right and it felt like a family here, and I just wanted to be a part of it.
All right. Next will be Essen, second row on your left.
Yeah, watching last year, the success Jared Verse had, and just watching, how much of that just affirmed your belief that you wanted to be here. To watch, how they played last year defensively and all that.
Just knowing that Coach Fuller, Coach JP, and Coach Higgins, they're all gonna push me on the defensive side of the ball to be my very best, and then at that push me farther than what's my best because they know what I can bring to at the table. They know what to how to push me, and just knowing that, just seeing Jared Verse and Fabian Lovett, Robert Coop, Josh Farmer, all those guys, just how they set the standard for us and for me, and just to follow in their footsteps and just be a sponge and soak it all in and be able to just take all the info I can get.
Come back to Ira over here on your right.
We've all got to see Coach Odell coach, and he's a tough coach.
Yeah, oh yeah.
What was he like as a recruiter? And have you already started to see him since you've been here? How demanding he can be.
So Coach Odell, to me, he's like he has a lot of qualities like my grandfather's. So like me and him connected on like a deeper level outside of just football. Um, he definitely is a man that cares about you more than just a person, a football player. Like he really wants to know who you are, how you're feeling, what you're going through. He's just somebody that it's easy to talk to him about anything, and he doesn't judge you. So like that's a big thing. But like when you're on the football field, it's totally different. He's gonna get in your butt. Like he just expects so much of us, and all we have to do is just give him what he needs. He'll just make us great players.
Next will be Brendan, front row on your left.
Following up on that, when you're in the recruiting process, you start getting to know Coach Higgins. Like, do you do research onto him to know, or into him to kind of know like what his background was with developing?
Yeah. So, um, if before I didn't really know that much about Coach Higgins, and like of course like people because like in North Carolina we have a couple of like we have a pretty decent amount of Florida State fans, so they know a lot about him, and like my coaches knew most about him. So like they were just like do your own research, and like the research that I found, I was like amazed at it, and like that really helped me really realize who was going to be coaching me, how he could help me, just how he could develop me, and just looking at all the prospects he's put in the draft and like all like his draft picks and his like everything he does speaks for itself. All his accolades speak for itself.
I'll go to Aswan in the back right corner.
KJ, when it comes to recruiting, people think about Georgia and Florida and Texas and California.
Right.
North Carolina might not be the first state that comes to mind. I don't know if that's something that you have on the back of your mind or like a chip on your shoulder that you carry, but I guess how confident are you with the talent that you have and the competition you went up against and what you can do here at this level?
I would definitely say North Carolina is like very um, looked down upon on. Most people think of us just like a basketball state, but like we have a lot of great talent that goes overlooked in that area. I mean, like everyone, like the competition we play is very good. we go like I know from my high school, we went out of the state and we competed very high level. We beat up some top teams in the Virginia area. So I mean, it was just a good time. I think we played a really good competition. Everyone there, it's really good.
We'll go with Chris on the left.
Both physically and mentally, what's the biggest transition for a high school D tackle moving on to the college game?
I would definitely say it's both physically and mentally, like you put in your question. Just having the mindset that you're not a high school anymore. It's basically your freshman year all over again. You're playing against grown men, and it's gonna take more effort, and like it's just gonna take a whole bunch of more with the new terminology that you're gonna be learning, the new systems, just all the new what is expected of you is like way more than what you would think of.
All right, we'll stay there for Brendan.
From a developmental standpoint, what has the discussion been with you in terms of like physically where they want you to get in year one, even like what position to learn and focus on that kind of stuff?
Basically, what's being said is like, you just want me to be the best I can be, just to get to where I feel comfortable and like where it's best for me and for like how I fit the scheme, and just go make plays when I'm needed to.
We'll come over here, front row to the right for Kurt.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I guess you're walking down to a pretty deep defensive line. I guess your excitement level, whatever your role is in year one, to get to. I mean, with Fabian coming back, with
Right.
the guys they added in the portal, guys like Jared Verse, I'm sure you can learn
Right,
from
right.
too. Your excitement to have so many experienced guys to be able to learn under this year.
All those guys, they've like honestly, they've all took me in. They've helped me learn a lot. Just being able to learn from a guy like Fabian, he's been around for a while, and a guy like Jared, I mean, you see what he does on the field, and like a lot of guys, they just all take me in, because I've been here for like 3 weeks, I think. So like it's been a really not stressful transition, but like it's really like just a big transition. So they've really helped me a lot. Might just help me understand what's expected, what's the day-to-day life, how to take care of my body, what's the right things to do, just all that stuff. Like it's been really good.
All right, we'll go second row on the left for SM.
Is there any player that you kind of modeled your game after that you kind of look up to in the NFL or college that you kind of model your game after and play like?
I would say like I like growing up. My grandfather he told me about Mean Joe Green, so I started off with him, and then like Michael Strahan, Aaron Donald, Bruce Smith, all those guys. I like those guys a lot. I just try to be myself. I know my strength and what I'm good at, but like when if I'm looking at a player, those are like the main guys I try to look at.
Go back over here to your right for Ira.
You put up some impressive numbers, obviously in high school. Would you, I guess, if you could describe like how you made a lot of your plays, especially the sacks, is it mostly just initial burst, or is it running plays down from behind, or like what do you think your strengths were?
It was a mixture. Sometimes I would be running quarterback down from behind, just getting off the ball, blowing the offensive line back, just doing whatever I could, and from game to game, just whatever the game plan was for us that week, I would just implement that into my game and just go make plays. I was fortunate enough where my coaching staff trusted our defense, and they allowed us just to go make plays while playing what the game plan was. So that helped us a lot. So.
I'll go second row on your left for Jack.
You mentioned your grandfather a few times. I guess how big of a role did he play in your development as a player? And I guess in a way, did he help you get here in any sort of way?
So my grandfather, all to when I was like 13 or 14, he was around. Unfortunately, he passed around that time. So he played a big part in my development in football, along with my father. He told me when I was very young, the only light on the field is green. Like they just need to go do everything to the fullest and just have a great time while you're doing it. So he played a big part in my love for football, and it took my game all the way to another level in just learning the game of football And then my father, of course he helped me. He helped me a lot with my recruitment process, and it was just new to all of us. But he helped me. Like, he learned a lot for the recruitment process, and now he's able to help other people in our area try to get recruited. So, like, my recruitment has really been a blessing for like my area, I would say.
We're good? Back to Ira.
What kind of things did basketball help you with? Do you see anything that translates to football?
Basketball. I actually started playing basketball before I started playing football. I would say I started playing basketball around like 3, and I started playing football at 4 years old. So those two sports I feel like went hand in hand. I would say like basketball helped me with my footwork, and then like basketball and baseball definitely helped me with my footwork. Just those two, those like really taught me like really good hand-eye coordination, and just how to be conditioned and run. So I mean, those two helped me when it got time for football season, and it's just football just came easy.
All right. Thanks, KJ.
All right, thank you. Y'all have a good one.